Today's conversation is Young BC. He is a young upcoming artist out of Palm Desert, California. It was just one of my favorite podcasts I've done. However, the last 15 minutes did get cut off because one of my cameras turned off, but there is an audio for those last 15 minutes. Also, this video is sponsored by Audible. If you haven't already, Audible offers the largest selection of audiobook content. All the classics, self-help books, science fiction. Audible is offering anyone listening or watching this video a free book. So you just click the link in the description, you could download a free book and you could cancel anytime. So there's no risk. It will help support our channel. And here's my conversation with Young BC.
Kind of stories. I'll write their transcripts, like their prompts and everything. So like, yeah, it's kind of fun.
How do you get started with that job? Or?
It was so funny is that so when I was 11, it started out with radio, and then when I was 11, so basically they had career day at my school, and I worked for a show called Bueller's Day Off, which her name was Julie Bueller, and she was talking a lot about Johnny Manziel, and for any football guy, I mean, like literally, like that was just like me. So the 11-year-old me was just giving her some of these crazy questions. Yeah. Really liked my energy, and then had me on the show, and I've just been there ever since. And then KSQ kind of worked out with that. Is that I talked to Blake. He was a great guy. Told him my story a little bit, and then I've just been grinding ever since. So I go every high school game. I just kind of like do all the play, mainly the Twitter, but like just kind of play by plays. I've gotten some really nice shots, especially.
Oh, you're the one that runs the Twitter?
Yeah, I do the Twitter.
Since when?
Since last year. I've been doing that, and then I have my own Twitter, so I have a decent following on that. I mean, I don't really use Twitter, dude. Like, I think it's like depressing. I think Twitter's
fun for just like sharing stuff and talking smack.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. Yeah. So like that's why I'm like I will only use it for work because I mean I just have Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah,
because
I used to coach at the high school at Indio High School.
For real?
I coached football for 3 years. I was an assistant offensive line coach.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I played football at COD.
You know, it's so crazy to me just thinking that you're from out here in the valley because like I never even do that. So I mean.
So you're saying you're watching some of my videos?
Dude, I've been watching your videos for like a solid year and a half. Like it's no joke because like I never knew that you were from out here, and then I would always just be like, oh, this dude like knows what he's talking about. Like he gets great shots, like great advice regarding Coachella. Like he's like, you're the reason. Like because like I was so scared at first to go to Coachella. Yeah. I was so scared, and then I was like, I watched your video. Like I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but then I watched it. I obviously watched it again this year, and then I started listening to the podcast and everything, and then I was like, damn. And then I followed you on Instagram. And then you accepted me back, and I was like, oh, this dude's from the Valley. Oh, I got to give this dude some props. And like, I texted you, and I was like, dude, mad respect and everything. And then you shot me back, and that was even cooler. Because like, it's like so crazy is that like, I just like looking at all of this right here is just a trip to me. It's such a trip to me because I just watch it on my phone or anything. I'll just watch your videos, man. So, I mean, it's fun that you have me on here. I mean, it's crazy.
No, yeah, like that's what's cool because you reached out and like most people, they're too scared or whatever. Like, that's what I always tell people, just start DMing people, start hitting up people because you never know. Like,
I mean, I've learned just, especially with life, is just it's all about connections and it's just all figuring out who to hit up and just the right people. It doesn't matter. You can be the most annoying person. I mean, I'm pretty sure with J. Cole, I mean, wasn't it that he was out in front of Rock Nation and literally stood in front of there for 4 hours just trying to get a record deal?
That's all the people coming up. They have stories of passing out CDs, doing these shows, going to every show they can.
Exactly. That's what I try to do. I try to perform as much. Like I will literally push people. Just so if I hear a show coming out, I'll be like, add me, like get me on, like let me just show my music.
What performances have you done recently?
So I mean, I do a lot more. So I normally put on showcases, but Desert Music Function is something that I've done. We've only done it twice, but also I perform at just like typical house parties and stuff. I have a couple buddies that are DJs, so they'll want me to come on. And then when I did my solo work, so I did my solo work, and now kind of the group work's been really pushing a lot more because now we're working with like a legitimate producer. The record deal's like coming into play right now. It's insane to me. So like now we're just really like, and we've grown closer to it, and then we've just been doing a lot more of the group work, and then kind of I've only performed by myself. So I've done Desert Music Function twice, which was
Desert Music Function?
So it's basically a local. It's on Instagram. You guys can follow it on Desert Music Function, and basically what it is just local artists and everything, and they come out. So I've done it. There's other guys like Enzo Langston you may have heard of, DJ Calypso. We've all kind of done sets and everything, and we have just friends that come and support us, and it gets pretty big.
Where are the events held at?
It's kind of, I mean, I think it's just kind of like B&B, so you just kind of just get a house that's suitable for events, and you just kind of run with it. And that's what's so cool about it is that just like, I mean, like it's not like a crazy party. We just basically use the outside, and then everything's good. Like there's nothing really to pick up or anything, but everyone's really there for the music.
So kind of like those like rock shows they used to
basically, it's basically like those rock shows, but it's just slowly rapping. I mean, I'm trying to do another one in the summer. So I mean, I kind of like, I'll get some of my buddies to do it. So just kind of like, because I've known Enzo for a long time, so we came up with the idea and everything, and we just wanted to promote that, and it's also to promote our music. So I've met so many different artists, different people. Like, it's cool. It's really cool.
Crazy,
I love
bro.
performing,
like,
man.
You have so much. You talk with like you have so much experience and everything. You're only 17 years old.
That's and it's not even just that. I mean, like I've done obviously I used to work with Michael Jacobson. I played piano when I was 4. So I mean, like I would go everywhere. I just go to Old Town, the mall, everywhere, and it was so funny is that I've always talked about how I've grown up in a musical background, and that's kind of came from my mom. So we used to do like duets together. So it'd be like something from like Coldplay or something like different. It would be something totally different. And then we just go out and people would be like, I really like you. I mean, I think they mainly like my mom's voice, but I mean, like I was like 9 or 10 playing piano, and it was like, it was much more difficult. My mom still sings. Yeah, she sings in my church and everything, and she sings all the time. I mean, anytime you hear a piano, it's either myself, sometimes my brother, or maybe my mom.
Do you incorporate that into your raps, like the piano
all the time. I mean, that's what's so different about me is I don't think people understand that, and that people just look at me and they're just like, oh, you just get type beats, or oh, you just get random guys. Either I'm making a beat, or I'm getting a legitimate producer, or some producer. It can even be my buddy that just knows how to make a beat. I'm like, damn, this is fire. I gotta rap over it. So I think that's just one of the things that I try to push myself to do. Don't get me wrong. Like I've done like instrumentals. Like one of my songs called "Don't Get It Twisted." I've used the Lemonade Gucci Mane. Like
when do you like how long have you been doing rap? Like actual rap?
Actual rap I've been doing since freshman year, but really taking it seriously last year, and that's when it's really evolved. Because I mean, I've talked about it before. Like I produced some pretty bad songs. I made some pretty bad songs.
Yeah.
And that's when and then that's why then I made a couple more, and then I think it was after, it was a song called Worth Your While, it's featuring my buddy D-Rock, who's also a part of Intel's, which is him and Jay Frost. They're like two of my closest buddies and everything. And then when we made that song, because he had his own song, it was called Fake Supplements. It's still on SoundCloud. It made, I think it's at like 5,000 views now, and it blew up. And he was the only, in my grade, he was the only guy, the other guy in my grade that really made music, because everyone was so scared to make it, and people were just scared to put it out. But to me, I wasn't. I was always trying to push myself, and I was always just trying to make more music. So when he put that out, I was like, damn, this kid's good. We got to link up or something. And then we made one song, and I mean, it blew up, and it was so, I still love it. People text me about it all the time. Like,
as far as your music, have you done any music videos, anything like that?
No, I'm currently in the works of that. I know a couple guys right now. I'm waiting for a lot more of the group work to come out. I'm guaranteeing I'm pretty sure we're going to put out a video, but right now, just waiting for the group work. I mean, we're expecting it to come out by June 11th, because that's when our school ends. So we want it, because we like right now, vibes, we want the summer vibes. We want kids to have that in their pocket and be able to listen to that.
How's the support like around school, like with people?
Oh, it's crazy. Oh my gosh, with the pod. Well, because obviously you did Raw Thought, I did Raw Thought. So after that, man, I mean, people have been texting me like, you have a vision, you know what you're doing. Like, the support has been crazy, and I've never I had people like supporting me, and I had a lot of close friends. They'd always call me, like, they'd always be like, they never call me Bannon, which is like my actual name. They'd be like Young BC, or they'd be like that. So I'd be like, I used to think that was like really weird. I'd be just like, just don't call me that. But now it's like different.
I like it when people come to my podcast, I like to call them by their artist name. Yeah. You do want to get that whole,
and it was so weird for me at first. It's been like now, like people.
What about your parents? Like how are they involved with your music? Are they really supportive?
You know what's so funny about that's a really good question. Is that so? When I started doing it, they knew I played piano, but when I started doing it, I really tried to keep myself a lot more low key, and I was really scared of just my parents, because like I didn't think that they were gonna necessarily doubt me, or they were gonna be like, this is bad. I just felt like they were gonna be like a little shocked. I didn't know how to take it. I mean, I'm a sophomore. It's there's so many things put into play, but then when I finally like showed them my music and I sat them down, and like it was so weird too, because like when all this stuff has been evolving, they finally heard my music and they were like proud of me. And I mean, I believe they were like, they're some of the greatest parents, like they're great parents, like they're incredible people I'll look up to and everything. But like once again, I mean, it was just so different for me to physically sit down, see my parents' reaction talking about hoes and bros not freaking mixing. Like, that was just weird. And my dad was loving it. Like, my dad was just into the song. Like, and there were other songs too. Like, I showed them, and I was really scared, because like I didn't know how they were going to take it, but they've loved it, and they've been supporting me, man. And that's such a great feeling, because I know kids out there, especially in the local communities, that don't really have their parents' support. And they don't really have, their parents are ashamed to talk about it. But my mom,
ashamed, or they're just so unfamiliar with everything that they don't want to tell their
exactly. And that's what I was so scared of my mom doing. But now she won't stop talking about it. So that's what's so crazy. But now she's like, oh, we got the record deal, we got all this stuff. So like I was scared, and I mean like.
How did the record deal stuff happen? How did it all happen?
Connections, literally. It was straight connections.
It's always about who you know than what you know. Like that's just so big.
So basically, it started out with I have two of my closest friends. They're known as the Heckmans. Shout out the Heckmans real quickly. I'm pretty sure that's the main camera. But their mom does country music, and she heard the daughters talked about some of my music because I performed. My first ever performance was this October. They came out, they even took a bunch of videos. They were probably, if you got any videos of that, they were probably the loudest people in there because like they're some of my closest friends and everything. And then they showed their mom, who does music, and then she got in touch with her producer, who goes by the name of Seneca, the product.
Yeah.
And then he's like, damn, like I really like this kid. And then I told him about, hey, I have two of my other buddies, like we do group work, and then he liked it even more. And then we took a trip out to Newport. We took a trip out to Newport. It was a total surprise too. Yeah. So we got a house. It was for their birthday, so they got a house and everything. And then what happened was that the mom was like, hey, like, can I talk to you real quickly? It was myself, Derek, and Jaden, who D-Rock and J-Frost.
Yeah.
They talked to us, and they surprised us with Seneca, who's the producer. And,
he was there.
And he's, like, an incredible producer. He's one of the, like, greatest minds I've ever seen in music. Like, he's created so much great work. I mean, you guys can probably look him up and everything, but, I mean, he surprised us with him. And then we literally had, while all of our friends are in this other room, we're literally having a sit-down 30-minute meeting talking about music, playing our music, and then he's like, we got to link up, and then that's how that just really evolved. And then when people heard, and they were like, we can possibly get you a record deal, we could possibly do this for you, and then we were like, holy crap, like we were just thinking like, okay, like that's like the possibility, like that's just such like expectations turn into a reality where that's nearing right now.
Have you considered, since you're still in high school and you still have one more year to go?
Yeah.
Consider maybe even dropping out depending on how the music.
No, I'm gonna say it. Mom, God, I don't want mom hearing that. No, I'm gonna stay in school. For now, I mean, I'm definitely gonna stay. I want to be in college. I want to continue.
Are you trying to go to college and everything?
I didn't want to try to go to college and everything. I mean, I've already been touring colleges and everything. Arizona State, San Diego State, all UC schools. So I mean, I'm trying to balance those, and that's kind of a hard thing. Is what I've learned with school and music. But I've always been a person, and I've just been grown up to be putting school over music. But currently, with how music is going, I mean, like it's kind of hard to balance those.
Yeah, well, I mean, for now, but like if things start popping off, and
it's crazy.
You never know where this is going to take.
No. I have no clue where this is going to take. And I mean, I want it to go to a high level, but also I do want to get an education. And I mean, I don't want my mom to be thinking like, I care about my education. Mom, I'm going to drop out.
She's going to drop out.
Yeah, so I want to continue to get that education, and I mean, obviously having a college degree and all.
Or are you interested in like majoring or music?
I want to do either something with music or journalism, obviously with KSQ and radio and everything. So I really wanted to do that, but like music to me, man, has really changed this year, especially. This year has been. I mean, people always told me that junior year was going to be crazy. Like this, just in general, with the opportunities and. With music and everything, it's just been insane. My music it's insane. It's insane. And there's even more stuff that's coming out. Like, I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm going to be dropping a song on Friday because I mean, people have been wondering about the unreleased stuff. So I'll be personally dropping a song Friday, and then when that group work comes out, which we're going to be doing a showcase coming up in probably like 2 weeks. We're looking at dates right now, but we've been talking about a showcase, and that's something like I would love to do.
Do you collaborate with other artists?
Other than the two guys, I mean, I've been working with other guys. I've been working with Trippy Tones. We're talking about doing some studio sessions. I have other guys that I work with, the Stoops, Helm Street. One, he's a producer, and the other guys, they're all Palm Desert people. So I'm really good friends with them, and we've talked about doing music. So we have verses written down. It's just a matter of putting pen to paper and just really running with it. So
do you do any work with the Raw Thought Radio? Any like songs?
No. Well, I am working on a song with them. Yeah, and that's crazy. I know Wristlock went on their podcast. I don't know what now. I think it was yesterday, and he hopped on the song too. So it's so funny about that is that so we finished the interview, and then he's like, "Hey, dude, like I'm just trying to like get like all these artists to come in and like do a song. Would you have time?" And I was like, "I got a recording session to go to because I was working with them. We had a recording session like that same day, so I had to finish that and go." And he's like, "Yeah, dude, it won't even take me that long." I kid you not. This guy literally, he's talented on the piano. Went on 5 minutes, made this beat. He's like, "What do you got?" I was like, "You're done?" Like, I literally was just texting my buddies, like, "Okay, I'm going to be coming right now." And he finished this beat, and I was just amazed. And I went on, I wasn't even expecting to do it that quick, and I had maybe 10 minutes to spare. And then normally what I do is I don't really write my stuff. I'll freestyle it, then I'll write it, so I can make sure it sounds good. So I freestyled it maybe 2 takes.
Yeah.
I ran out the room. I was just, like, amazed because how quick it went. Like, it was 20 minutes. He made the beat in 5, went past it, and like I just like literally was like spitting like Busta Rhymes, like it was like crazy. So he's like, yeah man, we're done here, thank you so much. And I was like, what the heck? Like I was just like, I did that really quick, and then I had a recording session like literally 20 minutes like later, so it was crazy. Yeah,
that's crazy. That dude, like they're putting out so much content every single day, 2-3 podcasts.
I mean,
like,
I've told them, I mean, like what they're doing for the Valley is insane. What you're doing, because I mean, not even knowing that you're a local is insane, and that's like I was so shocked, and then. But like what I mean, dude, like this is crazy. The fact that I'm talking to you right now in person, because like I fucking love your videos. Like it's no joke of what you've done, and also with just Coachella and just your dude, I freaking love your podcast too and everything. I mean,
dude, some of those Coachella videos just blew up this year big time.
Dude, I know the Jaden Smith one blew up.
It was like 600,000.
Yeah, and I mean it's just crazy. And I mean I know Raw Thought's kind of they're moving up and everything, but I mean you've been around for a long time, and I've
been doing it for a while, and especially like around the same time. October, November, I decided to stay consistent with the Coachella videos.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 knocking them out. And then I knew they were going to blow up. Like, that was planned.
And I do want to say, with your lineup predictions, I told so many people to watch that video because I'm like, this is like, it's going to happen. And you got like, you literally got Cardi.
Kanye, 2 Chainz.
I mean, even this year too. Well, Anderson .Paak, I know because I watched that video. It was Anderson .Paak, YG, and I was like, these people are going to Coachella, and like they didn't like see the video, and then they're like, why are you saying like all these random artists? It was like, think about it, like because you were saying like YG didn't have a concert like scheduled around Coachella. I did my research. You did your research and everything, and then I told people like, yeah, like I got it from this guy, and they're like, dude, are you serious? Like you just got it from this guy? And then when I basically had to tell 10 people like, told you so. He was right.
Oh, thank you.
So it was like crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I was scared like you possibly went like you're like a genie or something, or like you were like you teleported to that time.
No, it's kind of common sense. I've been going to Coachella for so long. It's just like,
how many years have you been going again?
10.
10 years?
10 years.
God, I've only been going to 2, man.
I went to both weekends this year, so technically I've gone 11 times.
You gotta be honest with me, because I went weekend 1.
Yeah.
Then I'd only went weekend 2 for Kid Cudi because I knew Kanye was coming out. I'm a crazy Kanye fan. I love him.
Too,
I've
bro.
seen Kid Cudi. I've seen Kid Cudi 4 times in concert. I've seen Kanye twice. So cool. I mean, in your opinion, what was better? Weekend 1. I'm gonna flip the script a little bit because you're asking me the questions. I gotta ask you a question. Weekend 1 or weekend 2 this year? Just this year.
This year alone, weekend 2.
You really were.
I really love weekend 2. I had a lot of fun weekend 1 because I went with my cousins. They came from Chicago. We had a lot of good times. But weekend 2, just because of the whole Sunday service, the Kanye stuff, it was just like a whole different vibe. Although I was super tired for weekend 2, like I was.
Okay, so it's so funny about that because I was looking forward to going to Sunday service, but I mean I had to go to Easter brunch. So my mom was like, "You can't go. We have mass this time. We have this and that." And I was like, "Mom, it's Kanye. Like, come on.
I'm gonna go to church.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to church. I'm gonna go see DMX preach. Like, I'm gonna go see that." And then, so, I mean, I went Saturday, and, like, Kid Cudi, seeing him again was just insane.
It was way better second weekend.
Oh, for sure. There were so many artists, too. Sheck West was better weekend 2, I felt.
That's what happens on weekend 2, because I kind of mentioned it in one of my videos, is weekend 1's kind of like a trial. Like, you practice, you're nervous, you're at Coachella, the environment, the art, the people, it's so much people. So weekend 2, you already kind of practiced the week before. Yeah. So the weekend 2 artists, they just go all out. They're familiar with the stages. They're familiar with everything.
Because I'm a weekend 1 type guy, and me too. I remember last year when I went, there were so many like Brockhampton, because I saw Brockhampton, and they were like 25 minutes till their set. And I know Post Malone was a little farther back, and Migos especially. But this year they did a pretty good. I mean,
everyone was really
pretty good, except I know Juice WRLD, because I mean, I basically was every high schooler was just at the Sahara for 4 hours, just trying to see Playboy Cardi, YG, just trying to stay there for that 4 hours to see those raps. So. But I got to venture out. I mean, I got to go see Matt DeMarco, who I love. Yeah. I got to see Matt DeMarco. I really wanted to go see Calypso Rose, but I didn't have the time.
I saw her for like 10, 15 minutes.
I really wanted to see, but I saw the live stream. And everything, so that was cool. But I mean, I stuck mainly in the Sahara tent, but I know next year, man, I'm just going to go and venture out and just check out different artists. Because that was the issue with me, because when you're going with a lot of friends, it's kind of hard to be like, when it's like, because we based it off like the majority, so it's just like if you have 7 guys, it's like 4-3. So a lot of them were like, let's go see Sheck West, and I'm like, let's go see Matt DeMarco, like, and then it was like 2-5, so it's like you have to base it off the majority.
You guys don't split up, because I talk about that.
You do all the time. No, I know, but I mean, when you have so many different kids, like I have a lot of friends, and like with them, like this is their first time going to Coachella.
Yeah.
So or a music festival in general.
Yeah.
And they can be the biggest. I'm not going to name names, but they can at times be the biggest pains because I've gone to Camp Flog Gnaw, I've gone to Kaboo.
You went to the last one with Kanye.
Yes, dude. Did you go?
I bought tickets, and then literally like 2 weeks later, they sent me an email saying that they oversold too many tickets, and I got my money back.
Oh, so oversold.
And
oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
What the fuck?
Brockhampton shut down. No,
I got my money
Brockhampton got
back,
shut
but
down.
I was kind of.
I'm telling you, go to Flog Gnaw. It's so. If you're a Tyler the Creator fan, because he's coming out with his album Igor, he's coming out on Friday. I am so excited. I'm gonna be like a little fangirl, but I've gone to Flog Gnaw and everything, and that kind of prepared me for Coachella.
Yeah.
In some way, because I mean, it's like by Golden Voice, so you're kind of moving to different stages. It's not like Coachella in the slightest.
But they don't. Each festival is different, but they do. All the Golden Voice have a certain style, like the vendors, how everything's set up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was cool. I mean, like obviously with just Flog Gnaw itself was just to make it kind of a carnival. But I mean, you have to go this year, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I was thinking of going hard summer. Just because
But
we'll see because I went to both weekends, me and my wife, so it's like fun.
I was able to get a good price for a ticket. I was able for one day. I was able to get $80.
Yeah,
and then I sold it for like $250. But the thing is, I had to make the promise to the guy that I'd give him basically like a lot, like 75-80% of the money back. So, but I mean, to get for one day, Kid Cudi, I just said like, I'm gonna go Sunday. I want to go Saturday, and I mean, I could have probably gone Sunday too, and just not told the broad, but like I mean, like I just went Saturday out of respect, and I wasn't like, but I mean, I sold it for $200 in one day, so I mean, it's crazy.
No, yeah, especially with the Sunday service, everybody wanted to go weekend too. So
everyone, oh my gosh, yeah. How do you feel about this season?
You have Thrones?
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
I watched it a little bit. I you know what's so funny is I tried to get into it. I really tried to get into it because my dad's just a total obsessive. But I just went so far back. I mean, like I was really trying to get more into season 7, but it's been kind of hard. But like, I mean, obviously everyone's got to spoil it because we live in a time and place where social media is just trying to spoil everything for you. So I figure out. I mean, I know the characters. I'm pretty well aware, but like I just wish I started from the beginning because I always tell my dad like I'm gonna start at season 6. It's like. You can't. You have to start at the beginning. But I know my dad always talks about it, so he was just like, oh, like, season 8 was horrible, and he didn't really like it this year. So
no, it's been pretty trash, to be honest. Like,
because I know it's with the book. I know it's with the book and how, I know it was basically like Hollywood. That was more with the season, if I'm not mistaken.
The writer, he hasn't finished the last 2 books. So the show has already passed the books. So the last 2 seasons have been with the writers of the show.
Yeah.
And they've been kind of rushing it. And the problem's not what they've been writing, is that they somehow decided to not make 20 episodes because it's been 10 episodes per season.
Okay.
And then season 7 was only 7 episodes, and then the final season is only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So you're trying to wrap up storylines from like 20 different characters, and they're just like, boom, everything's so.
Because like I tried like watching it. I tried. I don't know which episode. I feel like it was the last. I think it was the last episode. I watched like 15 minutes of it, then I had to go. do something. So then I watched it. And then like my dad was like, because like I know like Jon Snow, and I know obviously
the main characters.
I know the main characters and everything. So like I'm seeing like all these randoms, and my dad was like these guys are getting like 15 minutes of just airtime, and they're basically like extras.
Yeah.
So like he wasn't like
Jon Snow's been kind of an extra the whole season.
Yeah. Oh no. Stupid. That's what my dad. Because I mean, like I'm not a Game of Thrones. Like I haven't. I mean, I wish I started, but my dad just tells me everything. Like my dad basically
just wants to talk about it.
He just wants to talk about it. He wants to talk to my mom. My mom can't stand it.
Have a podcast with your dad so we can talk about it.
Oh, my dad would love that. He told me, I don't even think it'd just be Game of Thrones. He just talk about life with you. So my dad's basically like me in some way. I mean, I like to say that I get my looks from my mom and my attitude from my dad. So I mean, like when it comes to just talking and just free flowing with stuff, that's just my dad. So
and he's a Broncos fan too.
He's a diehard Broncos fan. Come on now.
I'm talking about because I'm wearing my Chargers.
I gave you crap for that, bro, a little bit. But I'm a season ticket holder, so I mean, I have family out in Highlands Ranch, and I have family out in just Colorado in general, and we've had season tickets since the Broncos were an organization.
Oh, damn.
We have 4 tickets out the 50-yard line, and it's a perfect view because it's my Grammy Borelli, rest in peace. She basically when the Broncos started, you got to pick any seat you wanted, so it was just you could go wherever. But my Grammy at the time, she was just I don't want to be too close up, I don't want to be too far back, but I want to be right in the middle. So she got it because obviously if you go to Denver, it is snowing. The weather's horrible out there. So it's right under like a shaded structure, but you can see the whole field. It's like right by the suites a little bit, so we get to see John Elway's suite all the time. So we wave to him when we can, but it's like right 50-yard line. You get to see everything.
50-yard line is always the best.
It's always the best. So we've had those tickets, and I mean, I'm obviously from out here, so I don't really get to go to the games, but I mean, I've been so far to 7. I think the most notable one, it's so funny, is that was like 6. This was when Tebow was around.
No, Tebow.
And this was when Tebow time. And it was the Broncos Patriots. My dad surprised us with going to a Broncos Patriots game, and I remember watching Tom Brady and how incredible of an athlete and just as a player he was.
Well, not an athlete.
Not necessarily an athlete, but a football player. But Matt Prater at the time, it was our kicker, kicked the game-winning field goal. And the funniest part was, so when this happened, I was maybe 8 or 7.
Yeah.
My brother fell asleep that whole game. I still remember it. And there's just the Jumbotron, and like I remember just like waving to it, and there's just my brother just passed out.
Damn.
Just passed out. And
Is your brother younger? Or?
He's a year and a half younger than me.
Oh,
my little brother Aiden. So yeah, I mean, he was just because he would always sleep. He's just a sleeper. Like
yeah.
Just like he got
especially when you're younger.
Yeah, especially and even still in general, like he's just like he's out by 8, he's out by 9. He's like 18 months like younger than me, so it's like it's so funny. I mean, we've been to so many Broncos games, Broncos Seahawks. I mean, anything. I mean, it's
Broncos
been fun.
Go crazy.
Broncos. I mean, I'm a crazy Broncos fan.
I've never been to Denver to that stadium, but
I'm assuming you've been to a Chargers game.
Yeah, I used to be a season ticket holder.
Oh, you used to be a season ticket
when we were in San Diego. So
are you happy about the fact that like
I actually don't mind it. I have family over there in San Diego that are really pissed off, and they still support the Chargers, but they're like, I'm never gonna buy any gear. I'm not.
I got you. Yeah, you just gotta convert to a Padres fans for right now.
Something like that. So they still support. A lot of people are bitter because I understand like your local team leaves.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I tell people is like they only moved 2 hours. It's not like they moved to the other side of the country.
It's not like St. Louis to LA or any of that.
And especially for me, I save 30 minutes on the drive now.
Oh, there you go.
For me, like that, I don't live in the city, so I'm not really heartbroken. I really love tailgating at Qualcomm. Like that was.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
It was so much fun. There was so much parking lot. Like the parking lot was amazing. And then right now the StubHub Center. I actually have tickets for the first game against the.
Oh wow.
I think we play the Colts, so I had tickets for that one. I was gonna buy season tickets, but I'm gonna hold on because next year they're gonna open at the 2020.
Yeah, they are. They
at
are.
the LA Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get season tickets.
I've had a really, honestly, with just Chargers in general, I've had a really bad experience in Qualcomm the first time I ever went. Because like I used to go a lot more when I was younger, but obviously when you have a busy schedule, because I mean I played basketball Palm Desert, so I mean like it's been just crazy and everything. So when I went, I was maybe 8. We were just like, let's go to a Broncos Chargers game, Monday Night Football. Week 16, playoff hopes are on the line. We were somehow able to snag tickets. It was probably one of the worst experiences. Jay Cutler was our quarterback. Got completely smoked. Got like grown men were throwing popcorn at us because we were wearing Broncos shirts.
Was that what year was this?
I really forget the year, but I was young. I was around that age, and like people were like throwing stuff at us, and I was like, God, like I can't, like I just got like I was so bad for me because I was just like so young, and I was like I can't go back.
When I had season tickets, it was when freaking Peyton Manning was in his prime. Like every time I went to the games, you guys fucking won. It was so terrible.
I miss those days. I mean, like, it's kind of reversed for us a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like every time I went to those games, and then it'll be like 45% Broncos fans at the stadium too.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you guys always take over.
Well, when was the last time you went to a Chargers game? Did you go to
I went to the LA versus Rams at the Coliseum though, not at the stuff.
Was it more Rams? In your opinion, was it more Rams fans or was it like Charger fans? Like
that one was really close, to be honest. It was like
because I know in LA, like it's hard because that's a good place for just a lot of. Because I mean, California is so big in general, so a lot of people could just flock out there. Like Eagle fans come out to support. Like Eagle fans are crazy.
Any
Bronco fans are crazy.
Packers fans took over the Coliseum, and any team that has like a huge fan base, like
I think a big team Raiders. In general. Like if you look at like Dallas or New England.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they obviously have big fans.
I have friends that went to the Rams-Cowboys playoff game this year, and they said it was like either 50-50 or even like 55%
I know. All my buddies went there, and they were all Cowboy fans.
Yeah, there was all Cowboy
So they
fans.
were telling me it was all Cowboy fans.
LA, both teams just moved to LA, and like you said, everybody that lives in LA, they're not even from LA, so they have support of other teams, Minnesota, all these teams.
And I think it's a lot of teams, just not like people in general that don't really stay true to their teams.
Yeah,
like, it's just like, I'm gonna go for the winning team. How about the Patriots?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
so many Patriots fans here in the Valley that makes no sense.
Like, exactly. It's
really,
it's stupid. I mean, name like I'm telling you, there are more Browns fans out there now because of what with OBJ and
Browns.
everything.
But Browns have been really supportive, dude. They got freaking Peyton Hillis in the cover of Madden, bro. Like,
dude, that's such a good Madden.
Dude, it's crazy though.
That's
how big Browns fans. They got some not known player to be in the cover. Like they have big
support. No.
And now they have a good team coming up on paper.
On paper, I'm not good. I'm still got the Steelers.
We got to see them. We got to see how they.
Because it's crazy. Because like I mean, like people when they just hear music, I'm like I talk sports. Like this is like I love talking. To have a conversation.
Well, especially if you cover sports locally.
It's crazy. I love doing like fantasy football. I'm huge with and everything. I mean, Madden obviously. Like I love doing that. So
trying to catch that fade, bro.
Dude, I mean, you're talking now, and you texted me, and you told me you commented. I think you commented like you don't want the hands in Madden. So I mean. I feel like we got to do it. I feel like we now have to do it because you were talking.
We'll do it. If we can't do it today, we'll do it another time for sure.
Let's do it. I got time. We can do it. Let's go. Okay, let's run it.
I'm about to beat them in Madden, so you guys can watch after the episode. We'll talk about how that happens. So.
All right, for sure. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping.
No, but how are the Broncos looking for this year?
With the draft and everything, I mean, just from a Broncos fan itself, I mean, we got Drew Lock, obviously. We have Joe Flacco as our quarterback, which is, like, really weird. But I think it's just, right now, the defense is still good. It's still great, but...
pass rush.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Your secondary, you kind of...
Well, Chris Harris, I mean, that's kind of an issue right now with him getting trade me or pay me. That's kind of the situation. And Chris Harris is one of my favorites. And he's one of my favorites on that secondary. I mean, Von Miller's going to continue to say, I told people with Bradley Chubb he was going to be good, and now it's the case.
Now he's working with Von Miller. So the thing is, the offseason training, all the training camp this year is going to be better. And having Von Miller getting the double teams is going to open up room.
I got my Chubb jersey, man. I'm telling you, because
you guys have Wolf and
Derek Wolf. Yes, sir.
I hate that dude.
Yeah, Derek Wolf. I freaking love him, man. His Instagram is hilarious. If you have a chance to follow Derek Wolf on Instagram, it's so weird. He's got a smoking girlfriend. I'm just going to be honest with you, man. He's got a smoking girlfriend.
I'm not following no Broncos, bro.
I know. I mean, I don't follow
hardly, to be honest, on social media, I don't even follow celebrities. There's maybe less than 10 celebrities that I follow just because the people I follow is people I want to see their stuff, celebrities. I don't know,
I've always been caught in just following my favorite athletes or anything because I mean, other than being Broncos, I'm a Lakers fan. I love the Lakers,
follow
the Dodgers,
and
obviously,
Rock, Joe Rogan. Besides certain people, but because I know some people that follow 3,000 people and it's 1,000 celebrities.
But that's the thing with me is I'm trying to get rid of a lot of people that I'm following because I've had my Instagram since 6th grade and I've never really cleared that. So I mean, it's kind of a problem. But I mean, I know people that are they care more about followers than I think than their own happiness because it's so crazy to me. Is they'll be look at me, I got 2,000 followers, but I'm following 9,000 people. So you're guaranteeing that you're going to get all those people that you're requesting to follow you back. It's just random accounts.
It doesn't matter. I used to care about that stuff too when I used to do movies.
Yeah, when you used to do movies.
Movies. Every single movie used to be an Instagram post.
Okay, so,
then I got away from that, started the podcast, started focusing more on Coachella stuff. So now I don't care about the individual posts because I care about the collective. As long as you're putting out good content,
exactly.
Whatever.
No, and I'm like that too, dude. It's insane because kids my age would normally be if they're producing something or if they have a video out or they're trying to make some songs, they care about views because I know guys out there and that buy views and they're just they're doing it for clout. And I know I've never ever done that. I've never wanted. There's never been a thought in my mind being I'm gonna have more views. I just care about. I don't even care about people that listen to it. The reason I started doing music was because of the state that rap was in and the state that I wanted to make music
really
that I can listen to. That I can listen to and I can produce and I can be I want people to feel the way that I feel about music.
That's what I like about the music industry right now, that there's no more, if you're a rap, you're going to be gangster rap only.
Exactly.
Now, depression rappers, you have trap. You have,
it's a great mix. Yeah, I mean, and people don't like new rap, and it's so crazy. I'm a big 90s guy. I'm a huge 90s guy. And at first I was just F this mumble rap. I hate Lil Uzi. I hate all these people. But now I'm when you fully listen to their music, it's it's good. It's not even bad.
Everybody has their own taste. And for me, I'm not a big 90s, it's not the same it used to be. Because that's what a lot of people, when they get older, they don't want to accept new music. And for me, for a couple years, actually from I don't want to say 2016 to 2018, almost all of last year, I didn't consume any music. I didn't I missed out on all that music. I was podcasts, Audible, books, self-help books, trying to get better at my craft. So I was just non-fiction books, just everything, consuming content.
Okay.
And then I feel I reached the point when I was okay, I know everything I need to do to grow. I know everything that I need to do. and what I need to do is just take action. So I don't have to read the next 10 books on how to grow on, like, let's say on your music or YouTube or whatever. I already know everything. Every book talks about the same shit, but you just have to take action.
Exactly.
You just have to do it. And the same for you. Like when you started rapping, you're talking about your first records that weren't that good, but the more you produce, the more rap, the more collaborations you get better, your flow, your writing.
It changes completely. Yeah. And I mean, even because like when I started, I never really produced my own beats and everything. And then now that like I've realized like, I can use piano and I can use the experiences that I've had in the past to make my own music. And that's evolved not even just for myself to use my own beats, but also for my buddies. Like I have a lot of like other guys out there. I have other guys out there that are wanting my beats, that are using them especially, and they're getting decent amount of traction. People like them. People give me like recognition a little bit. Cause like that's a cool thing to be like, I was a part of this person's track, or I can be there to witness this person's track. Because
cool. Like, but you doing the amount of work and people take notice. Like some people might not like tell you about if it's good. They might not tell you if it's bad. But they're watching. They're listening from the outskirts, bro. And sometimes you do inspire them. Like. For me, I just make videos, I make podcasts, like whatever.
That's inspiration. I shouldn't even.
A lot of people like they tell me like, oh, you encourage me to start YouTube, or you encourage me to start taking photos, and like that's what I want to do. Like I want to put in the work so other people see that someone from the valley is doing it, someone that they know could do it. Then why not do it myself? You know?
That's the same vision, dude. Because like I've told you, I've watched your videos all the time, and that's the same vision that I've had, and that's what I've always tried to push. And I was so scared at first to really go with it, but I mean, any idea, there's no such thing as a bad idea. And I think whatever you're into, whether you're into music, whether you're into photography, you can be interested in yoga, you can be in ASMR. Like you can do whatever you put your mind to. And if you continue to work, I mean, like I've had some crazy ideas and they've panned out musically and just event wise, just like Desert Music Function. Like I never thought like people would just be like, oh, it's just a bunch of SoundCloud rappers coming in. But when they come and experience that music and see the different types of music, I definitely want to check that out. They go, and people love it. Hell yeah. I mean, we're trying to work on it right now. I'll do a vlog. So, I mean, like, we really were just able to put, and it's just kids that we know. We just tell kids on Instagram and Snapchat, like, hey, come out and support. You got to pay a little bit, but other than that, I mean, it's nothing bad than paying $3 and just listening to new music or music that you know. And it's cool because especially with I mean, hopefully this especially, but even with Raw Thought, when I posted, and you follow me on Instagram, so you know, when I posted that podcast, I was really like, okay, here's a podcast that I'm doing, and people were like, whoa, like, big moves, like, you got a vision, don't forget me when you're famous. And then when I heard those comments, like, don't forget me when you're famous, I was like, no, let's just scrap that like completely. I just did a podcast, like, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm going to guarantee you, like, I'm going to get those comments like that, and I got to tell people, like, no, that's not, like, I'm only 17, like, let's just calm down. But it's just crazy the amount of support, and at first when I did it, they were just like, oh, you're just a white guy, like, you're just, like, they based it off skin, and that was so crazy, because they're like, well, this is a cracker rapping right now. Like, like I had a person literally say, you're just a cracker rapping. Just total bias, just typical stereotypes. And then I told them, please listen to my music, and then you'll understand. And then people were like, oh shit, like this kid can actually spit. Because I mean, like, check other podcasts or just ask people in general. I mean, I literally just freestyle my stuff. I produce my own beats. There's a lot of things that a lot of these other rappers aren't doing. Yeah. And that's crazy. But also rappers are able to pull off tight beats better because of their flow. There's so many good rappers out there that I feel like people need to get, like, they need to start taking notice. Because I'm telling you, man, the last year and a half has completely changed. With as far as just photographers, people making videos, music especially. I know people that were dissing my stuff back when I was a sophomore, and they're making music. They're making music. They're making music.
Like I'm telling you, like at first, they start hating or they don't say anything. Then after like a little bit, they start trying different things. Like, oh, I see this guy, he's still making stuff. Like, fuck, I should get started doing it too. So right now, I was working on a video before you got here where my audio sucked because I recorded it somewhere else. Okay. And then there was like an air conditioning next to me, so I'm making the video, but I'm doing a voiceover with the mic. So it's gonna be a little bit weird. I just don't want to redo the whole thing. So
sorry,
that video, like,
that'd be hell.
The video's, I don't know the title, but it's 8 different sources of income that I have right now.
Okay.
Through social media, through different online stuff.
I'm gonna check that out.
So I'm not making a ton. I'm not making money where I'm gonna go retire or something. It's like $50 here, $100 here, and I want to show people that you can make money online and hopefully encourage them to get started and don't wait on it. Like, you're not gonna have the perfect mic. You're not gonna have the perfect camera. When I first started my YouTube channel, we had an iPhone 5. Without a tripod.
Take me back to those days, dude.
iPhone 5 without a tripod. My friend was recording. It was all choppy, and I mean, that was like 4 years ago. So just the more and more you do, you get better. You get better. And my quality, I get better. And I know I'm not like the best quality guy, but I know that I'm trying to improve every single time. And over time, it's just gonna keep getting better.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I mean, that's what obviously with my music is that I was like the quality wasn't great, and then I remember, Christmas, I literally got a full studio set up, and that was like, I told my parents, because like I've been trying to start a podcast, and I'm actually going to start doing it over the summer. I'm going to do it with my little brother and everything. I was really trying to, man. And I mean, obviously with yours, I was so intrigued by it, and I was like, yo, man, like I might as well do it. And it's just going to be just talking about everything, you know? And like people were like, I've been telling people like, I'm going to possibly do this. Like, how would you feel? Like, I'm listening to it. Because I mean, like right now, I'm telling you, dude, like just with myself and just with the group work and everything that's happening right now, this summer is going to be crazy. Yeah. This summer is going to be insane. I'm going to love it. I mean, even just for music in general, I know a lot of guys are going to be putting out a lot more songs, and I know a lot. This summer is going to be solely on that grind. Because I mean, senior year is coming around. I mean, junior year is much more of the grind when it comes to the studies, but senior year not so much. It's kind of coasting, kind of chilling a little bit.
Are you still going to play basketball and everything too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to see how that works and everything. I mean, we'll see what happens.
On your plate coming up.
Yeah.
And you have to cover all. Are you still doing the coverage of like sports and stuff?
Yeah, I'll continue to do that as usual.
Damn, bro,
I just was doing a story on KSQ. No, it's crazy, man. But I love having a busy schedule. If I'm just sitting at home, I hate it. I have to do something. Like, I have to do, and I mean, you may have that mentality where it's like you have to.
You don't want to waste time?
You don't want to waste time.
My screensaver, my phone's recording, but I have don't waste time. That's literally the
that's your screensaver. Mine's Tyler, the Creator, and Kanye West. That's my freaking screensaver. I'm trying to change it.
Every time I can, I stop watching TV shows besides Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, I had to watch it, even though
I got you.
Wasted my time because they fucking ruined it. No, but yeah, like I try not to go to the movies as much. Like I said, I used to collect.
Dude, I haven't been to the movies in so long.
So I just want to. Anytime I have free, I hate the whole, you have to pre-order their seats and all that shit.
$20 just to go watch.
No, and what sucks too is you can't just spontaneously say, "Oh, let's go to the movies. Let's go see a movie tonight." Like you have to buy like a weekend in advance.
You gotta plan it, and then like the concessions is just like, you want like a good.
Speaking of spending a lot of money at the movies, like a lot of people. I used to go to a lot of concerts like 2015. I want to say 2015, 2014. Yeah. I was going like a concert every month, like, and people were like, how are you able to afford it? But I was like, you guys are spending $60, $70 at the movies. That's a concert ticket. Like, it's not that expensive.
No, I know.
If you really budget yourself, boom, just go.
I go to music festivals. Like my first concert that I ever went to was Bruno Mars. Mm-hmm. Out of all, it was for my friend's 10th birthday. Dude, and I was the only guy. I was the only guy there out of a six. So I looked like a pimp, low key. But I mean, I show up and it was like right when like Lazy's song came out and everything, and he came out here to the Valley. Yeah. And he was really good. Like, and that's how Weird Al Yankovic, and then I didn't go to another concert for like 3 more years, and then that's when I went to Kaboo, and I saw Machine Gun Kelly crowd surf and just hang on a camera. I'm like, I gotta go to more of these. And then I saw Logic, and that was insane.
Going to just music, live music, like even those events that you're promoting. Yeah. Those events are so dope. It's better than sitting at home and watching.
And that's something I'm gonna remember. And I want people to remember that. I want people to remember that. Be like, yo, remember that time in Palm Springs where we saw Bannon perform, and we saw that, and that was crazy. Like him just.
That's why I've been wanting to do like daily vlogs. I know it's a lot of work, and sometimes it might not be super interesting, but I look at it as memories. Like when you go back and you see a memory from like Facebook or Instagram, you see a picture from 3 years ago. Like that's so dope. But imagine having a whole video from that day.
Exactly. No.
Like when I vlog at the festivals, I don't vlog the music as much. I do get some footage of music. I'm mostly vlogging like when I'm walking one stage to another, when we're like waiting for food, things that are not taken away from the experience, but instead of wasting the time just standing in line, like I'm vlogging and talking like, we just saw this, like.
And Coachella, like, I don't think people understand is that, and this is like totally crazy for me, is that you, like, talking to people around you, like, everyone's there for the same reason as you, is to watch possibly Wiz Khalifa or the next performer coming up. So much and they're fun. All, I mean, I've never really come around a crazy incident where someone's like yelling at me or something or any of that. I've seen a couple crazy people like trying to get to the front, and I'm kind of just like, girl, like, let's calm down. You're gonna be surviving 20 minutes of Playboy Cardi because you're just gonna get too tired. But I mean, like, it's just such a great environment, and I love it too.
Super nice. Like that's one thing. Everybody's just there to have a good time. Yeah, they're all super nice. Like, well, I would tell people too, because sometimes you see negative stories about Coachella or anything you're doing. Yeah. there's always 1% bad people. Like 1% of people are gonna be doing bad things, maybe stealing or being aggressive, whatever. But that's just with the world. Like 1% of people are always bad.
Exactly.
Wherever you're at, you could be at the grocery store. You could be.
There's always a bad person everywhere. Yeah.
So I don't want them to blame like, oh, Coachella had this and this.
No.
But it's not the fault. It's just the people fault.
And it's so funny. Like when I've always seen this, and I just know so many people. So when the Coachella lineup like comes out, or when the prices come out, people are like, I'm not gonna go. Like I'm not gonna go to Coachella. Like I'm not gonna go do that. But when the lineup comes out, they're like, that's so trash.
Yeah.
What are they doing? They're still getting a ticket. They're still going, posting it all over damn Instagram, because you know how many people, you can literally, the week of Coachella, there's like 50,000 freaking posts of just Coachella.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're all posting about it.
One thing that's funny already, like, people are posting, like, Throwback Thursday to Coachella. Like, it just happened.
I know, like, 2 people, dude. I literally came up here, like, I was like, yo, like, this wasn't even that long ago.
That's 2 weeks ago, bro.
Throwback to Kid Cudi, like, throwback to Juice WRLD. Like, it was just, like, throwback.
Yeah, it's funny,
like missing Coachella already. Coachella's, like, 283 days away. Like, it's like they're already counting the days.
Hey, if you're still missing Coachella, every Monday I drop a brand new Coachella video.
Yes.
So you guys you get your craving right there.
Yeah.
So, okay, anything else you want to say before we take off?
No, man, this is a freaking honor, man. This is insane to me talking to you and everything, and just talking to the world. Because, I mean, I'm really just trying to promote myself more as an artist. And, I mean, if you got a chance, make sure SoundCloud, Young BC. I am going to be moving my stuff to Apple Music as well. I'm working in that as well. But when this whole group Intels, which is obviously the group, I haven't really even said it this whole time, which is bad.
You said it a couple times.
Yeah, I said it a couple times. All right, it's been a long time. It's been a long podcast. But I mean, like, when the record deal kind of hits in and we're able to really release the music, that's when I'll release my own stuff. So I'll obviously be releasing it on my new music on Friday, Into That. That's what I'm calling the song, Into That. So I'll be releasing that. Make sure you guys go check that out. I mean,
definitely. I'll put all the links in the description for your SoundCloud, your Instagram. And then I will be promoting it. Like, just send me the links, text
follow
me.
Follow this dude on freaking everything, man. He's a
I'm always about supporting.
Hell of a guy, man.
If you tag me on Instagram, if you tag me on whatever Twitter, I share everything.
Because I was low key when I followed you, like, once again, when I followed you on Instagram, I was like, yo, like, this dude's like not gonna reply back. He's probably a busy dude, and then you're like, yo, I appreciate it. Because, like, I told you, like, what you're doing and everything, and just because we need more people like you, and I'm gonna continue to say that for anyone. Just, we need more people like you guys, just continuing to make videos for the Valley, especially, even me not knowing you're from there, but still, like, continuing to make videos and producing content and just continuing to go at it. Because I don't think people understand that any idea or anything that you have in mind, people can be like you. People can be up to the next level. People can do that if they continue to work. And I feel like so many people are scared to do that.
They're scared to take action.
You see how scared I was? Like, I was scared to tell my parents about my music. But when I did that, they were my biggest supporters. And that's like, I totally was just panicking and I was overthinking. You can't really overthink things that you're passionate about. Yeah. You can't overthink those. So, yeah.
And if you're really passionate about it, just start it. Just do it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what people are going to say, because people are going to, I'm telling you, at first they're going to be supporting you, then they might go away or whatever, but they're still going to be there.
This is crazy, because that's literally it. Because, I mean, like, obviously with the podcast and everything, and people are like, now, like, oh, like, I love the message that you brought. You did a really great job. It's cool to see the support. Now people were, like, really starting to listen to my music, because I would always, like, push, whenever I drop a single or something, I always push it, or I'd say, like, listen to the song now, like, listen to this, like, now.
Yeah.
And then people would just listen to it one time, be like, dope song. But now people are, like, literally going onto my page and really looking at all my songs.
The more you do, like, what I like about, like, Raw Thought Radio, that they put out so many podcasts. Yeah. And even with my stuff, like, I try to not do it daily, but I do it, like, every other day.
And you do a hell of a job at it, by the way, my man. I gotta give you credit for that. Yeah.
It's, I noticed that it doesn't matter the initial views, it's just having the content. So let's say you drop this song this Friday. You say drop this song Friday.
That's the plan. Yeah,
they might not be able to listen to it because some people are busy. Like, we gotta understand people have busy lives.
Exactly.
But in a week, when you drop the next song, or you drop a song in 2 weeks, or whenever you drop your album, they're gonna go through your catalog, and the song is there. They might listen to it 2 months from now, but as long as you keep putting out content, every time you put out a piece of content, it's for somebody to binge your content.
Exactly.
So it's that's what I keep saying. Like, the individual likes, all that shit doesn't matter.
No.
Like, for my videos, like, you've seen, I have a video that has 600,000 views.
Yeah.
I have other videos that have like
yeah, exactly. That's what my songs.
views.
I may have songs that have over 3,000 views, 2,000
Yeah.
views, and I may have a song that may have like 300. But I don't ever pay attention to views.
It's not collective.
I want people just to like listen to my music and understand it. And now with all this, I want people to really put this in their playlist. I want people to really have a chance, because what I feel like a lot of people base music on as well is just they hear the beat and they're in love with it. Mm-hmm. I want people to be in love with the beat, but I want them to be in love more with the lyrics. I want to hear someone singing your stuff, or just to be like talking about your videos. Like you would know, like that's like me, like obviously like telling you and everything.
Yeah,
like,
that
has to be a great feeling.
It happened to me at Coachella, like when you set up.
I was looking for you at Coachella, by the way. You have no freaking clue.
I ran into so many people.
I was looking for you, bro.
Like, sometimes I say some things in my videos, I'm like, oh, that was kind of stupid. And then some people are bringing stuff up. They're like, oh, when your wife said this, and this, and I was like, what the hell? People actually caught on to this.
Bro.
You never know, bro. It's crazy.
It's insane, because like, no, I really was like looking for you, because I was like, I mean, like, I don't really like pay attention to quote unquote like celebrities, or I'm like, I'm gonna be looking for Bella Hadid tonight. I'm gonna be looking for Des Bryant. I mean, I don't even know, but like, like once again, like, but I was like, dude, I gotta find you, because I know you're at Coachella. I had to just be like, thank you, bro. Like, thank you for everything. A lot of people
said that to me, like, oh, thank you for the videos. You were right.
Because you got me into Coachella. Like, you were truly like, if I'm putting this on God, like, you really were like. Because I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go to Coachella. And then with your video especially, and you kind of just being like, don't be afraid to go, you're going to love the environment, here's the stage setup, then I was like, I'm set, like, I'm good, let's fucking go, dude. That's like, sick, let's just go, man. So I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, man. It's been a crazy summer. Young
episode
BC.
28. Check him out. This guy's a freaking legend. Like you guys, if you
guys
love this podcast,
it's a fucking legend.
I'll put all the links in the description, and definitely not the first time we're gonna do this podcast.
No, dude,
and if you do this podcast this summer, I wanna be a guest.
You're happy. You'll be my first guest. I'm not getting even complain about that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. This is an honor.
Stay tuned, because at the end of the video, you guys get to see how much I'm gonna beat him on Madden. So
it's not my Broncos are gonna come through. I'm still literally thinking it's X. Oh God, come on, dude. Oh my God,
6.
I'm gonna get. Oh God.
Second down. You see a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
No, bro, are you serious right now?
Pick 6 again, bro.
Come on now.
Damn.
Fake the give. Now Kingdom.
Bro, I'm literally messing up. Oh my God, this isn't even funny, because I'm thinking freaking squares X. Oh my God.
Goodness, another interception.
We are perfect today. I appreciate it, man. We out.
28-0.
Oh no, 28-0. We don't even need to show the score, because I can play though, but I don't play on PlayStation. So I came into his home territory. No, don't even show that. Don't even show that, because I came into his hometown. He doesn't come into mine, so I don't know if I got time. I got busy things, dude. You know, record deal and all that. I got busy things to do. I'm not gonna comment. No comment.
All right, sounds good.
He didn't see it. It's not even